Hello, what's up, guys? Thank you again for tuning into another magical episode of Conscious Wave. I hope everything is well in your life, and here we go. So today's video is going to be a reaction video, but it's going to be a reaction video to American Horror Story Coven. I'm a huge fan specifically for that season. I watched the next season after that, but it just wasn't the same because I just love witches and anything magical. So that was my favorite season, and there's other prior seasons to that season, but that was my favorite. And any of you Coven fans out there, you're definitely going to like this video. And in this video, I'm going to be decoding the hidden messages within this certain clip that I'm gonna react to. And if you guys notice those little hidden messages and code words, let me know in the comments, okay? So we can really be on this tea together, okay? So let's go ahead and watch.
You're not used to having a white woman in your chair, are you?
Not used to having a white woman in this neighborhood.
Okay.
There's no smoking in here.
Most of that is real hair. More precious than gold.
Mm-hmm.
You buy it by the pound.
You look good, little mama. You get going home now. I was just finished. All right, you all go home too. I'll finish this one myself.
So have you owned this place long?
What do you think?
I think when they say good black don't crack, they're not wrong. What's your secret?
What's yours? Your manicure costs more than my rent. Woman like you wax her ass with diamonds. She don't just end up walking in here for hair extensions.
My. Aren't you perceptive?
You know exactly who I am and what I'm capable of. Just like I know exactly what you are.
Witch.
I can smell the stink of it on you.
Well, I didn't expect you to like me. I mean, after all, your kind and my kind have been going after each other for centuries. Though it is kind of like a hammer going after a nail.
Everything you got from us.
Did you know voodoo slave girl who graced us with her black magic? She couldn't tell a love potion from a recipe for chocolate chip cookies if she had to read it.
You made her a slave. Before that, she came from a great tribe, the Arawak. She learned the secrets of the other side from a 2,000-year-old line of shamans, necromancy. She gave it to your girls of Salem. A gift repaid with betrayal.
Please, you want to tell me that some illiterate voodoo slave girl gave me my crown?
But maybe you haven't heard the news about civilization starting in Africa. We more than just pins and dolls and seeing the future in chicken pods. You've been reading too many tourist guides.
Speaking of tourist guides, no more spray. I have been to St. Louis #1, and I have seen the tomb of Laveau, seen the fat tourists from Little Rock to Hackensack, drawing crosses on the bricks, making wishes to the bones of Marie Laveau. Little did they know, all they had to do to get their wishes granted was come down here to the 9th Ward and get their hair braided.
And what is your wish?
Witch, I want what you have. Whatever it is that has kept you young all these years.
The hammer wants the nails magic. Oh, that is rich.
Yeah, and you're gonna give it to me because I have something you want.
You could offer me a unicorn and shit $100 bills and I'd still never give you more than a headache. Boys! Get up! Put down! Stop!
We'll be in touch. Such a lovely place you have here. It's nice to see you doing so well after all these years. I mean, maybe in another century, you could have 2 shithole salons.
Whew! Okay. So we already know Fiona was just disrespectful the whole time. Let's go ahead and just put that out there. So now let's get into this decode. So 1, for those of you who are just now watching this clip and never seen this season of Coven, so I'm gonna just give you a little backdrop about Fiona. So Fiona, she is the supreme witch of her coven, and right now in that season it's time for a new supreme witch to be reigned. And going back to Fiona wanting what Marie Laveau has, she's wanting that youth so that she can keep her crown of being supreme. And so during the whole season, she basically runs herself into a hell trying to maintain her supreme position, but she doesn't, because it's just time. Go on, Felicia. But let's go ahead and decode this. So you already can feel the racial tension. And in this clip, it allows you to see how the centuries of racial tension between white and black has been so strong. And in this show, they really show that. And I've seen this season before, but now with looking back at this clip, I'm now able to really see it through a new lens. So 1, racial tension. And from the 2 girls that were in the beginning of the clip, and one of the other girls, she was, mentioning how, we use Fiona's hair, we buy that by the pound. That's what she said. It kind of shows the ignorance that is portrayed on our part also. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. So, like I said, Fiona was very disrespectful, but it also, and in that disrespect, it showed you her, that old idea and construct of white superiority. So, like she had mentioned, how their race, like they've always been at conflict for centuries, and how she said, oh, it's just like a hammer beating a nail. So when she was referring to the hammer, she's speaking about whites, and the nail, blacks. So if you think about hammering a nail, you know that theoretically the hammer has more power, and the nail is the victim to the hammer, if you understand that. So 1, 2, white superiority definitely showcased. But if you notice how, yes, Fiona was coming with her disrespect, but Marie Laveau was coming with the facts about how rich black culture is, and it's not just slavery. Like Fiona was mentioning, it's not that, oh, we're illiterate or we have nothing of value. Wrong. She tried it. Okay, that's why I'm glad Marie Laveau was in there backing it up with the actual truth, and how she mentioned Tituba, the voodoo witch that taught the Salem witches what they know by Tituba, who was a slave, was using her dark magic. So for all of my witches and wizards and those who practice mysticism and Wicca, all that good stuff, let's think about this for a moment. If Fiona is wanting what Marie Laveau has, her magic, what's this whole idea of dark magic being evil? Because if we go back to just like it showcases in this clip, the history of the racial conflict, anything associated with black was negative. But with Fiona mentioning Tituba, a voodoo witch slave, who taught the Salem witches of Salem, Massachusetts, European, her magic, her ways, her traditions, everything she knew, which is dark magic, because it's done by a black person. Is it really evil? Think about that. My answer is no. It's all about the will that goes behind our person's reason to do something. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the fourth thing that I've caught in this decoding and seeing the codes within this clip. But guys, after looking back, I've said it all. You know, and I have to go back to when Fiona, she wants what Marie Laveau has. She wants, like Marie says, oh, the hammer wants the nails. Magic. Isn't that cute? So for me, I was able to see how, if we look back in history, if we just look back through history, you know, as people of the diaspora, myself and others in Haiti and all other parts of the world, our languages, our culture, our spiritual practices were all taken, demonized. And after that was done, they still wanted what we had. If we look at just how things have progressed as black people, we carry a powerful spirit. If we think about just what we've contributed, rhythm and blues, jazz, dance, just our spirit holds what we're capable of as a people, as a nation. But with just showing that effortlessly, we always had another race, European, to want what we have while still demeaning us, while still belittling us, while still, just the racial stigmas that a lot of people still hold against us. And that's really what Fiona was bringing to the table, and Marie Laveau. And Marie Laveau, for those of you who don't know, she's the Queen Voodoo priestess of New Orleans. But that was a little picture of America and the history of the African slave diaspora, exhibited in 4 minutes. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys comment and subscribe, because this was a very intense clip. For those of you who know. Okay, guys, stay tuned. More is to come, and thank you again for tuning into another magical episode of Conscious Wave. Peace.